Stahl. Hailing frequencies are open.
Okay, we're on.
Steve Harry Harrison, the HarrisFilm Crew. Tonight we have Matt Arnold, Ken Mays, Mark Ferguson, and Roy Ivey. Looking all Jedi-like tonight. Good deal.
Happy Star Wars Day. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a good microphone.
Yeah.
We're going to watch Absolom, a sci-fi film. Ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
I'm counting on you, Sosha. I'm risking everything on this. Gods, the bribes alone are enough to ruin me. So be smart. I need this guy smuggled out without the regime getting wise. If they do, they'll hunt us both down, no matter how far we run. Me? They'll just kill. You? Well, remember what happened to your father.
Obsidia Impera Control. This is the Lot Freighter Absolom. Request clearance for Angkor City Spaceport.
Absolom. Conditional clearance granted. Approach vectors transmitted. If you deviate from these vectors, you will be fired upon. If you attempt to evade the security drone, you will be fired upon. If you attempt to impede or deceive the drone's inspection scans, you will be fired upon. Welcome to the Iron Regime.
Wow, what'd you think? Matt?
Seemed like everything come out of that drone's mouth. You'll be fired on.
That's the answer to everything.
Yeah.
Kind of like Nazis in space, right?
Yeah. Okay, the everything looked good. Them dropping out of FTL or whatever you call it in Star Wars.
Yeah, FTL.
Huh?
Yeah.
When you dropping out of FTL, that looked right. The ship looked pretty good for a freighter. I think they did a pretty good job on it, and in all the ships in orbit of that planet and all too.
So, would you like to see an actual full-blown episode of this?
Yeah, like to see what happens.
You give it 2 thumbs up?
I give it 2 thumbs up.
9 out of 10? 10 out of 10?
9 out of 10.
Okay. Ken, can you participate? So, what'd you think of Absolom?
I have no clue. I didn't see it.
Okay. You abstain. All right, Mark.
Yep.
What did you think of Absolom? It's a proof of concept, kind of like an intro to a full-blown series. Would you watch a new series?
Oh, I would definitely watch it. I give it 2 pages up. One thing I like is the drop in from FTL. It really kind of reminded me of the shape of that ship is from the sci-fi series Dark Matter.
Yes.
That would be a great series to review together. That's what that reminded me of. And the sound it made. That I love that sound effect. And the reflection in the window, you could see that lady, the pilot, she was working on the control panel.
That was perfect.
Yeah, I like that. I like that kind of stuff. I like that type of sci-fi. It's kind of like a soap opera in space, a good saga, a good adventure. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, me too. So you give it a 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10? What's the deal?
Like I said, I give it a 2 pages up plus a pen.
How many numbers?
I would give that a 10 out of 10 because it really piqued my interest. It made me think about something else directly related, sci-fi. it just popped in that FTL word, that it just, I liked it.
Excellent. All right, Roy. May the 4th be with you.
Well, it looked good, but it's it's a teaser, and I certainly want to see more, but it's hard to say. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's fair.
But it's it's a decent effort, and I don't have any qualms with it. It's just I'd have to see more to give it a rating. Yeah.
But as a teaser, were you impressed?
It had some good elements, yeah, and it had. You certainly want to find out what is happening and what the story is. Right now, I'm just curious what Absolom means.
Right.
Is it a place, or is it a
ship
verb
name?
Something? I'm not sure.
I think it's a candy bar.
Exactly what it is.
Yeah. It could be a name of a person, a place, or a thing. That's correct. Piqued your interest, though, didn't it? I think they got they did their job. They got your interest.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't want to give it any thumbs?
I don't think I have enough to rate.
Okay.
It's a teaser. It's just okay. Well, let me see it when it comes out.
Okay.
I don't know any of the characters or any of the places or what any of it means.
That is fair.
You're dragging out criticism that doesn't need to be there. It's just there.
Right. Okay, that's fair. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's
if this were a full-blown film, we could definitely give you 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up. As a teaser, it's fantastic. I love the details, the attention to details. I love the VFX, of course. Now, VFX do not make a film, but the way that you integrated the composites with the VFX and had the reflection in the glass and all of that, it just made it real. So I would encourage you to complete your film and maybe create a series if you've got the opportunity to do that. So I'd love to see it. Good job. Well, that's it for tonight from HarrisFilm Non-Trek Reviews. See you later.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed our show. What'd you think?
Be sure to comment, like, subscribe, and share all of our content. The opinions expressed in tonight's podcast are those of the individuals speaking. They do not necessarily reflect the views of HarrisFilm Productions or its other crew members.
Hailing frequencies are closed.
Ken, can you participate? Did you like the film? You can't hear? Okay.
Yeah, can't hear him either. Yeah.
Okay. Say goodnight.
He's
Just wave. Wave, Ken. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm so bossy.
Transmission complete.